2. The average gestation period of the typical Ontario youth custody facility is 36 days, and I am overdue. Bloodied and blinded by daylight and the sudden freedom of my limbs, I sever my cord reluctantly. I uncurl my palm to receive my shoelaces and am handed a paper craft and a drawing I made of a tiger. I am going to keep this picture and this craft and this baby, but I am not sure about the shoelaces. My entire happy childhood has taken place during my 5.5 months in jail in Northern Ontario. In retrospect, incarceration prepares me for prospective motherhood more than any prenatal class. The life inside of me and I, the life inside this punitive womb, we kick and kick until we are expelled, like miseducation, a doo-wop with no hell, inoculation with no shot to shoot kill. We're a nation of new palpitations, from slaves on plantations to ghettoization to coming of age behind bars and lactation like shit. Everything is wet. Everything is new. Everything hurts my eyes. My feet land softly. A mother is not concrete, is not bars, and survival rations suffice in wartime. For this child, it will always be wartime. This autumn day I am released but not reborn. My initials stay etched into a steel uterine lining. So scraped from the pink flesh of my hollow insides, the child inside me has a home while I wander without shelter. The cusp of winter and my jumpsuit itches, but the clothes I was arrested in no longer fit my roundness. I carry a near empty garbage bag which I climb inside to sleep and pray that we could all have wombs for landlords. The paper cup craft sits open, begging for change, and I clutch the tiger into the baby and me. So, don't think I didn't decorate that garbage bag nursery. I stay awake and dream of what I will name this baby, though no one knows my name. It is 20 years on, and I am a woman and not a tiger, and both my shoes have shoelaces. Bodies sprawl over cold concrete like helpless rag dolls. Familiarity breeds contempt for urban carnage. Junkies are basically earthworms draped over storefronts left to fry and dry in the gentrified light of the sun. If you think of it that way, others tell me, it gets easier. Easier for who, I think, but 6 months later, I am stepping over bodies and I am thinking of Starbucks coffee or my kids' homework or anything that isn't death. I don't know another way to do it. I know this time that I am not designed for war. I make sure the bodies are breathing. I make sure they're not alone. Socks turned inside out litter the tracks abandoned by addicts searching for veins or trains, as if there is even a difference, one foot and then the other, a long journey either way. Everything in this landscape is used up and then abandoned. Needles, lighters, condoms, courage, and me, ready to hand out more of all of the above. Tarpaulins draped across milk crates face the gray sky unashamed. Tap, 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 tap. Rain gathering on blue plastic, calloused fingers summoning blue vessels, skin and canvas waiting to give, to fall, to fail. The white noise of storms and of blood flow are indistinguishable. Pulsing, whooshing, the embryonic comforts of a malignant opioid womb. Every line has blurred. Yesterday morning, the girl was here, the one I keep remembering, the one who said, "Nothing has ever soothed me like this rain." Or maybe she said, "Pain. It will never matter now." A train came between us, and I was secretly relieved. I pulled out my novel to quell my fears with fantasy, to hide in a world I could leave without consequence, knowing dystopia is fiction and evil is conquered easily by children with courage. When the roar passed, I stepped over. The tracks, she was all the wrong colors. I removed the tourniquet, but the blood did not return. Tonight, candles in cups flicker like eyelids, bright flames dance like tiny pupils, shadows twist off of her wounds like sterile water and darken the sky, but still I do not know her name. used up and abandoned. Used up and abandoned. Drip, 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 wax collecting on flimsy plastic, liquid spilling into cookers, memory and memorial colliding. Today, someone new is under the same tarp. The turnover is quick. Even the death camps here have wait lists. Those who still know how to grieve are another species, dissolving like delicate narcotic powders into their own sterile tears, stirred gently with a monogrammed silver spoon. I shake my head and harden like wax. Who can afford to be fragile? We burst like veins. Maybe I am too jaded to be relieved, or maybe in war there is simply no time. All I know is stepping over this body and moving on to the next, the next, the next, the next. The average gestation period of the Sumatran tiger is 26 weeks. Unlike me, the tiger is a mother instinctively. She doesn't worry what kind of mother she will be. She births tiny black and orange balls of fur whose main function is to always stay unseen. A mother tiger teaches her young that it is safest to always slip between the cracks. What she wants to tell them instead is, if you want to be a hippopotamus or a crocodile or anything tougher than what you are, I will cast any spell to make it so, and I will pay the witch doctor with my own life. Inside our garbage bag womb, my eyelids grow heavy, and my tiger pries herself from her two-dimensional prison. Perhaps she has served her time, or is escaping, or is dissolving from the caustic sound of her newborn child whimpering in fear. Reaching sympathetically through the bars of the page, she licks the tears from my wild mane, the grime from my claws, and her roughness comforts me. As one of her young now, she reminds me to stay out of sight. There are many predators here, she whispers. But, Tiger Mama, I whisper back, how can a girl hide herself out here? Tiger Mama smiles at me with sharp teeth. A girl cannot be safe, she says. That is why all of my children become tigers.